Can you hear good on your side?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I want to welcome everybody into Lexington Christian Academy, where we're going to have the big crosstown rival. We like to call it the Battle of Clay's Mill, if you will, as Lexington Christian Academy taking on Lexington Catholic here tonight. William Warfield alongside Terry Johnson, the athletic director here at Lexington Christian Academy. And Terry, what do we know about the Eagles so far this season?
Well, the Eagles have had 4 games. We were 1-3, but 2 games and lost in overtime, and all 3 losses by a total of 9 points. Just got a dub against Bluegrass United the other night. So young, but been close in a lot of games.
I know Lexington Catholic, they've played a district game so far. They went against Tate's Creek. That was the only game that I've personally been able to do so far for the Lady Knights, and they were able to come out with a victory in that one. So we have seen them here on the network, as we have also seen the Eagles here on the network. So we're excited about this game here tonight, the big rivalry game between these two teams. So we'll listen in down on the floor. We got starting lineups coming up and the prayer and national anthem and all that good stuff. As you hear the national anthem here at Lexington Christian Academy, and now we'll listen into the starting lineups. Well, you see Farrah Weldon making her comeback here tonight. So you got Weldon, Truitt, Emma Frank, Olivia Bretz, and Hannah Carlisle. And now the Eagles. Till, Wills, Krager, Royalty, and who am I missing there, Terry?
You got Jaden Kenny, Marin Wills.
Kenny.
Yep, Jaden Kenny.
Kenny wearing 00 for the Lexington Christian Academy Eagles, and she's had a big season so far. You know, I got to watch her the other day against Bluegrass United and did an outstanding job in that. Emily Till scored in double digits that game, and Royalty also in double digits that game.
Yeah, Gracie had an especially good game. So did Emily Wednesday night, and the Eagles are just we're kind of looking for that consistency out of the lineup, and don't go too deep, but got a lot of young kids that come in, and so we'll see what we do against a very talented Lexington Catholic team.
Eagles with the ball first, moving left to right on your screen as Eagles go right to the top there at the elbow. Now over to the right side. With it is Wills. Wills kind of the floor general for the Eagles. She'll get it back, shoots the three off the back of the iron. Big rebound underneath, put up, no good. Rebound Knights. Didn't get a chance to see who put that up there.
That was Jaden Kinney on the rebound and putback that just rolled out.
Sometimes her number looks like a 10 in there to me, so I confuse her with Krager because when her hair goes down over that number. Truitt inside, going to be on the baseline, and they're going to say she traveled.
Yeah, also something to watch for LCA is turnovers. They've been plagued by turnovers and struggled a little bit at the free throw line. So that's what I know Coach Lee's trying to work on.
Truitt going to be a little aggressive there in the backcourt, and she's going to pick up her first personal of the ball game. Royalty to inbound here for the Eagles. And here we go. Wills bringing the ball up the floor. Truitt might have got a hand in there on it. It's going to go out of play, and it will stay with LCA. 7:11 left to go here in the first quarter of play. We just got things started here at Lexington Christian Academy between these two. So the Eagles will have it underneath their own basket as they get it in play. Royalty trying to back up, and good defense there by the Lady Knights. Here come Lexington Catholic. All out top. Knights swinging it over to the right side. They're going to work it around the horn now. Truitt with it. Back out top. And those nice jersey numbers are hard to see up here,
yeah,
at least to me.
They at least are outlined in white, which helps a little bit.
Yes. Ball out top is the Knights. Work it over to the left wing. Three on the way. That one is good.
That was Hannah Carlisle over there, number 2 in the corner.
So Carlisle able to get a bucket there. A long three for the Knights. Eagles back on the other way. Till going to give it up.
That's the other thing you're going to see. LCA doesn't put up a lot of threes, and a lot of the teams do, and it looks like Lexington Catholic, that's part of their offensive set. But as you can see, LCA is trying to get it down low.
Krager was trying to feed Till down low, and I think that's really your go-to matchup tonight. You want to feed Emily Till, I think. I think that's the right idea. Ball inside, and the Knights, they do maintain possession as it was knocked loose in there. But Lexington Catholic will reset out top. Truitt swung it over to the right side, and again back over here to the left side. A good ball movement so far in this one. Left wing three was open but closed quickly. Knights will work it inside. Turn around, and that one's good. Truitt.
Olivia Bretz, it looks like,
Bretz?
number 12. Yeah, it was Bretz that put that in. It was nice little spin jump hook there.
Bretz with the bucket. Now, she's a really good soccer player is what we're being told. Her and Truitt both. Truitt was the
they both are very good.
Truitt, I believe, was the number 1 soccer player as far as the voting goes for all-area team, maybe.
Yep. She's both of them are very talented soccer players. Dangerous pass there by Jaden Kinney.
Here come the Eagles attacking the glass and drawing the foul, and we'll go to the line.
And that's Jaden Kinney's. Looks like the foul's going to be on number 4, Truitt, and that's Kenny's game. She's a really raw talent. She's very, very talented, very athletic, and taking it to the rim. But she's still learning the game of basketball a little bit.
Eagles on the board as that free throw is good. 5-1. 5:02 left to go here in this first quarter of play. That free throw a little short.
Yeah, didn't get iron, so it gets go out of bounds to Lexington Catholic. And we're going to have an 8th grader, Claire Roberts, checking in for LCA. Very talented young lady in our junior high, and gets a lot of playing time here.
Knights bringing the ball up the floor. Had trouble with it. Knocked loose. Eagles got it. Coming up with that ball for the Eagles was Wills. Wills swings it over to the left side. Now Now here's Roberts with the basketball. She'll do a little crossover dribble, got to the glass, draws the foul, count the bucket for Roberts.
Great move there by Claire Roberts. Again, just an 8th grader. She got some clock last year as a 7th grader. Highly talented, but still obviously so young, going up against high school bodies. It's not always easy, but a great play right there.
Everybody was talking when we were doing the video board files. Everybody was talking about, hey, this is the next superstar here at Lexington Christian Academy when they're talking about Roberts. So I'll be.
Yeah, we've got a few at the junior high level that are really promising young basketball players. Claire's one of them. Ella Gabbert and Gentry Bertram also was dressed tonight. But you know, sooner or later, it's tough for those junior hires, no matter what school, where you are, as we get a sub here. Number 24, Peyton Mayo, coming in.
Knights weren't able to hit on the shot, but they'll keep the basketball as they'll underneath their own basket. Knights looking. Got.
I was going to say they missed a cut and a wide open layup, but they got one anyway. That was a nice inbounds play by the Knights.
They did. That was Peyton Mayo with the bucket there for Lexington Catholic. 7-3. 3 from LCA. That one no good. That was Gabbard that took that 3. Here come the Knights back the other way quickly. A foul will be called. And I believe that's going to be on the floor.
It's going to be on Marin Wills. I think that's her first.
And they are calling a shooting foul, Terry.
Yeah, I didn't see it. We had a little congestion between us and the ball, but got Wills on that on the shot.
So that will send the Knights to the line as that free throw is up and good.
And it's good to see so many dual sport athletes out here. You mentioned Truitt and Brett's playing soccer and basketball. As number 25, great Lydia Kennedy came in for the Knights. Here at LCA, we have a softball player, a soccer player here in the starting lineup, and it's good to see those double sport athletes playing.
Roberts with it. She's going to travel. She was looking for a teammate there, and the Knights were able to kind of box that passing lane off.
Yeah, and that's part of the growth process, I think, of any junior high player who that move probably works pretty well in junior high. It just doesn't as much in high school, and that's just something all junior hires have to learn.
Knights with it. I totally would call more of these Knights numbers, but everybody looks like number 4 to me.
We need to get you to Dr. Gary Wirtz here at LCA and get you some eye surgery there or something.
Absolutely. At least get them cleaned a little bit or something.
Yeah, there you go.
9-3 is our score right now, and
I think that foul's going on Frank, her first.
Emma Frank going to pick up the foul, and that'll go back to the Eagles now. I can see the Eagles jerseys just fine, I think.
Yeah, some of the newer styles that I see coming across my desk, it's just hard to read numbers, and there are regulations about what it is, but it's getting tough on some of them.
Here's the Eagles. They look inside, and Teal just misses it. It came off the rim there for Emily. She's a heck of a softball. You mentioned dual sport athletes, and Emily's definitely a heck of a softball player too. That one up and in.
Yeah, I think that was Kennedy.
Yep, Kennedy with the basket.
Balanced scoring so far for Catholic.
They haven't, Chloe Teresa I haven't seen in there yet for Lexington Academy. Matter of fact, I don't even see her on the sideline. 11-3 our score. 3 on the way for the Eagles. That went off the iron, and the Knights rebound, and we'll head back the other way. Nice pass down court and up and in. Count the bucket for the Knights.
Emma Frank there.
Emma Frank. All right, so we're going to have a timeout here on the floor. It's 13-3 our score. 2:30 left to go here in this first quarter of
At
play.
Bluegrass Orthopedics, we are constantly striving to be on the cutting edge of practice and technology. This is why we're the first in the area to acquire the Stryker Mako robot to assist our physicians in knee surgeries. The Stryker Mako robot is the pioneer of robotics in orthopedic surgery and has the industry-leading experience in orthopedic robotics. This allows our doctors to be more precise and allows you to recover faster and with less pain. Bluegrass Orthopedics and Bluegrass Specialty Surgical Center, serving athletes of all ages.
protect your house.
Back here live at Lexington Christian Academy, coming out of the timeout. 13-3 our score. Emily Till with the basketball for the Eagles. And here we go. Out top, Wills. Wills to her left, gives it up to her teammate there. And travel going to be called.
I was just about to say LCA's done a better job with the turnovers. They just haven't done a very good job in getting back and defending the bigger, stronger Knights, but then a turnover right there in the open court.
Knights will bring it up the floor. This is Truitt with it over on the left side, and she was closed off quickly, and we're going to have a jump ball called.
I think it's going to stay with the Knights.
We'll stay with Lexington Catholic, as Terry mentioned. Terry, how's things going here at LCA? I know you guys have been very busy, and I know you and Kevin both over at Catholic, both of you guys have been having to juggle schedules around and things.
We have, and we're blessed so far. We haven't had any cancellations of home games here. The girls did miss a game against Harrison County last year as we get a traveling there on Mayo. But yeah, Kevin Bruggeman and I stay in constant contact. He's a great guy, and we really help each other try to figure out how to do it, because it is a different animal trying to put on games in this COVID season.
Royalty had a touch. The Eagles work it back around. Now back to the top of the key here, Wills. And Marion Wills, just a sophomore. They work it into Till. Till got her own rebound. Going to put it up, and she's going to be fouled. Emily Till working hard underneath.
That's a nice job by Wills. You mentioned Marion Wills. She's an all-region soccer player for us as a sophomore, or all-area, excuse me. And she just started playing organized basketball last year, and she's starting point guard. She just gets better every game.
She's got a couple brothers that's been here at LCA that one outstanding catcher, I believe.
Yep. And Cooper Wills, her next oldest brother, was a good pitcher and third baseman for us as well a couple years back.
Awesome. I love seeing these, athletic families, if you will.
Yeah, the Wills family, wonderful family. We're really blessed, as I know Lexington Catholic is as well, with a lot of really good families, and the Wills are certainly one of them.
Drive baseline. They were going to get it over to Mayo, but it was poked loose. Good defense there by the Eagles. And I believe that was Kinney that poked that one loose there for you.
She's very active, and she's like the Energizer Bunny. She just continues to go. And I don't know where she gets all of her energy, but she's 100 miles an hour all the time.
Knights looking to inbound. They do get it out top. Now they working inside the paint. Little turnaround, no good. That was a quick shot there by Lexington Catholic, but no good. Here come the Eagles once again. Kinney drives in, puts up a shot, left it a little short. Here come the Knights back the other way. It's 13-4 the score, 1:11 on the clock. Coach Lee Tech for Lexington Catholic, Coach Haley Lee for Lexington Christian Academy.
Yeah, Coach Tech is he's a wonderful guy as well. There at Lexington Catholic, gotten a chance to work with him a little bit ago, about a month ago, and on a couple things, and just couldn't have been better to us, and just a real class act.
Till on the defense, knocking that loose. I'll tell you what, he gets, kind of like Haley Lee. I mean, both of them get every ounce out of their players. They do a really good job with the program.
They do. Coach Lee for us is obviously she's young, she's growing with us, and took on a tall task as we're trying to rebuild this program, but she's put every ounce of effort she's got into it, and the girls will play hard for her, and I know bright days are ahead.
I want to send a shout out to the Truitts watching tonight. We got Grandma and Grandpa watching out there tonight, so give them a shout out. And, a lot of Catholic and Christian fans watching here tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't let a whole lot of fans in due to the COVID restrictions. It's 15% of capacity, including all the players and everybody on the court, so really limits who you can let in a gym.
Knights looking for a shot. They get one up. It's no good, but get their own rebound and kick it back out. We'll see if they can get another shot up before we run out of time. Down to 10 seconds on the clock. Ball out top for the Knights. They go inside. The shot going to be short. Eagles have it. And time will expire here in the first quarter of play. 13-4 our score as we head to the second quarter here at Lexington Christian Academy.
IPM Pest and Termite, your neighborhood pest professional.
With roots dating back to 1946, Central Bank remains a community bank dedicated to serving the people and businesses of Kentucky. We're here, as always, with customer service and support, as well as online and mobile banking services available 24 hours a day. For the latest information about your options for banking services and resources, visit us at centralbank.com. Central Bank, central to you. Member FDIC.
We are a team. We are a family. No, literally, we are a suburban family of football fans.
Pepsi, made for football. Watch it.
Get ready for the second quarter of play here at Lexington Christian Academy. I want to thank Terry for letting me set in tonight with them on the ball game.
Well, we appreciate all the support we get and the partnership with Prep Spin and Bluegrass Orthopedics and Mingy Beef Jerky, all that. This year of all years, streaming these games is more important than ever.
I don't think we've missed a home game yet, have we?
We have not. We have not, thanks to you and our Huddle focus camera and everything. So.
Over at Catholic the same way. I think we might be setting a record for most home games between the two.
Yeah.
Back on the other way. Here comes the Knights, and I believe that was that Truitt?
That was number 4, Catherine Truitt.
Yep. Truitt, and I believe Bretz is the one that fed her on the assist there. So 15-4 the score. Knights knock it loose. It'll stay with the Eagles. Eagles will have it right here from the scores table. 15-4 the score. 7:21 on the clock as Royalty gets the ball in. Royalty has it out top. She's picked up there by Olivia Britz. Now Kinney looking inside to Till, and the ball knocked loose. It will go to Lexington Catholic. So the Knights will pick up the basketball here off the turnover. It went out right off the fingertips of Emily Till. Knights moving the ball up the court very well, trying to break that press. Here we are out top. Farrell Weldon got to get in the game tonight. She's been missing so far this season, but is back and playing out there for the Knights. I'm going to send a shout out to Chloe Treese too. I don't see her down there tonight, but I know she maybe she's watching from home tonight. And if you are, Chloe, we're thinking about you. 6:25 on the clock. Here come the Eagles back the other way. Working inside. Here's Till again. Till going to kick it back out. Got it to Gabbard and then inside and traveling. Nope, it's going to be a foul called. They worked it inside there to Royalty. So you got down low, you got the 1-2 combination between Till and Royalty. Knight's going to send in a sub. So Royalty will inbound. Ball out top. Wills works it over to the left side again, and they kick it back out. Here's Till. This time they go inside to Royalty, and she's able to score. Gracie Royalty with a bucket, 15-6. Knights bringing it back up the floor. And the whistle is going to go against Lexington Christian Academy. Nope, it's going to go against Lexington Catholic. My apologies. Eagles do get it in. Pressure here by the Knights. And they do cause a turnover. Catholic Truett came up with the steal, got it to Weldon, couldn't get it to go. And that's all right, though. They did get it and put it back up and in. 17-6 our score. Eagles running, looking for a home run, trying to get it down to Jaden Kinney, the 5'6" junior. She ran out of real estate. Knights with the ball. They've got the lead in the leather.
Sorry about that. Had to take a little break here, William. We've got our dance team performing at halftime, so
it's all good. You got to get that music queued up.
Make sure the music was all queued up by Coach Patterson, who's doing also a wonderful job in growing our program and the dance program.
Knights with it. They work it over here to Weldon. Now back again. They keep working it over around the horn there for the Knights, but no shot yet from Lexington Catholic. 4:50 left to go here in this first half of play. Knights on top, 17-6.
Yeah, I think for LCA, this is, low. You don't like the lack of scoring as we get a foul there on Gracie Royalty. It'll be her first, only the team's second.
Kind of plays in the favor, though, right?
It does. I think the LCA not a great outside shooting team, and Lexington Catholic has put up some decent points in their games, and I think the defensive struggle is a little bit more toward LCA, but obviously 11-point lead is nice, but for Lexington Catholic, make that 13.
Yeah, Truett got that sweet jumper right there, able to create. And the best thing about the gym with the limited capacity is whenever a shot like that makes that kind of impact, it has that nice string music sound that you hear.
No doubt, it's something that you definitely get to hear the sounds, and unfortunately for some of the coaches, you get to hear everything they say in timeouts too, and that can be a little bit tough when they're in an intense timeout and trying to bark out instructions, and everybody in the gym can hear it. But nevertheless, that's something that you live with here in this COVID time. So,
have you heard of any schools pumping in like crowd noise or anything like that yet?
No, I really haven't. But if they do, I would be really interested to know exactly how they implement that, because that's a tough thing. But no, I think at the high school level, I don't know of anybody doing that. But it is something, the streaming that you're doing and that we're trying to do with through what we do in our games and what you do through Prep Spin, just are immensely important to relatives, family, friends especially, and just general enthusiasts, because we can't advertise games and try to get people to come in. It's only 2 per student athlete and coach here at LCA.
Eagles will have the basketball. It's 19-6 our score. Eagles able to get it in. Till came in to the rescue there to get the ball. Now Will's back the other way. Nice little dish underneath. Royalty will draw the foul, and she'll go to the line.
And that's the kind of thing that LCA is starting to do a little bit better, is we've got a number of inexperienced players, but some players that are starting to learn to play together and see those angles, and a nice job by Marin Wills there to see that.
I really like the the point guard leadership of Wills out there right now. She's so quick, and she does find her teammates, that's for sure. Second free throw, that one no good. Eagles will have it. Claire Roberts chased it down. The 8th grader goes up with a shot. Couldn't get it to fall, but Till clears the rebound, kicks it back out here for the Eagles. Roberts will take a 3, try to bank it in. A rebound underneath, put up and in, and count the bucket. Was that Royalty? Yes, it was.
And credit that to Claire Roberts for keeping the play, hustling, getting it just before it goes out of bounds, and keeping that play alive. And then a great job of Gracie Royalty getting position there for the and one opportunity.
Eagles trying to cut into this Catholic lead, and our score now 19-9, so they've got it down to 10.
With a made bucket, LCA being able to get into the press, Lexington Catholic has had a pretty effective press in slowing LCA down because they've got so many made baskets.
Yes.
It's tough to apply that pressure if you're not making baskets.
Farrah Weldon makes her return here tonight for Catholic. You see her in the ball game wearing that number 14 jersey. It's the Knights with the basketball, trying to get a shot here. Good defense by the Eagles. Till is going to be called for the foul, and the and-one situation going to happen here for Lexington Catholic.
I think it's Ariel West.
Ariel West. So Ariel's back too.
Yeah, I love to see kids coming back from injury, but I do have to say, as an LCA AD, you know, could they have waited for one more game? No, I'm just kidding. I'm glad to see them back on the court. That's never fun for kids this age to have to go through injuries.
Well, you know, making a comeback, you know, we got some great athletic trainers out there, and certainly, you know, Andrew Cross and Cam Deckett, their great staff over at VGO does an outstanding job, and we want to thank them for all that they do for us here, not only on the LCA network, but also on Prep School.
Yeah, we're indebted to Bluegrass Orthopedics, not only for the care they take care of our athletes, our student athletes, but also the people that Andrew and Cam are. They're people of faith. They're people that really mesh with our mission and our vision here of what we want to be. And BGO has just been very supportive of us and all the schools they represent.
Knights with the basketball. They lead right now 21-9. Eagles making the Knights work here on defense, though, as they were picking it up a notch there, as the Eagles now in the 2-3 zone.
Yeah, this is a really crucial point, I think, for both teams. As Lexington Catholic, if they're able to extend this lead here as you head toward halftime, they've got to feel good about where they are. But LCA, if you can keep it in this kind of range, maybe get it under 10, it gives you a little life. LCA has gone through, usually in these tough games they've had a spell of half a quarter or three-quarters of a quarter that they just don't play well, and they get down and they can't dig out of it. If they can stay away from that, they have an opportunity, as I think Truitt traveled there maybe.
Yeah, the ref was holding up 5 over there, but he didn't signal traveling. I think they called a 5-second call.
Oh, okay.
But 21-9 our score. You know, this is an important game, a real important game for both these teams, because the first district game is the only game that counts, right?
Yeah, if we're trying to everybody get 2 games in, but if there's cancellations and can't make them up, then yes, the first game that you play does count. But we're all trying to get both games in, so everybody's scheduled to do 2, and if we can get a full schedule, that's what we want.
3 on the way from the Eagles. That one did not fall. That was Sophia Gabbert with the shot, but again, Eagles trying to get this one closer. Till with a nice defense. She was able to block the shot. Peyton Mayo put up. 21-9 the score. 2:12 on the clock. They look inside to Till. Till had a double team applied, and a foul going to be called against the Knights.
I think
Mayo.
Coach Tech. Yes, I believe it is on Mayo, her second, team's 9th. I think Coach Tech was looking for saying that was no different than the play down on the other end of the court, where I think he felt his player got fouled similarly.
Well, he keeps going back to the well here, does Coach Tech, as he's going to be sending in Emma Frank back into the ball game. 21-10 our score. That free throw, a beauty.
Like I said, from an LCA perspective, if you can keep this around 10 or just under 10, that's a win, I think, for you going into the half. For Lexington Catholic, I think if you can extend this by 4 or 6 or something along those lines, you're gonna feel pretty good about your chances.
Knight's going to take a little floater there, couldn't get it to fall. And a battle for the ball. Knights will come up with the loose rock. Right wing 3, that one no good off the back of the rim. Eagles come out of there with it quickly. This is Wills. Wills out in transition. Her option is open. Got it. And count the bucket.
Nice job there by Marin Wills, waiting to the last second to get it over to Sophie Gabbert. Rolls around. She gets the roll. And a big turn of events there for LCA as they can cut this lead to 7. Lexington Catholic had a chance really to extend that if that 3 had gone. So
free throw, no good. Cleared out of there by Mayo. Here come the Knights. 21-13 our score. Lexington Catholic with the basketball out top. Ball knocked loose. Wills had a hand on it there. A right wing three, that one long.
I don't think Weldon got set there with her feet. I know she's a good shooter, but she just didn't get set there.
Wills will take the shot off the glass, no good. Till is crashing the boards. Knights poke it out from behind, and it will stay with Lexington Christian Academy.
Ariel West returns, replacing Weldon.
I want to let the fans know we're doing the White Greer and Maggard basketball tournament this weekend. It's more like a classic, but we do have 2 more Lexington Catholic girls games coming up. So for those fans that are tuning in, we will have 2 more games for you this weekend for the Lady Knights.
Another wonderful community partner in White Greer and Maggard too. All the schools are in the area.
Till will take a 3. That one no good. Rebound Lexington Catholic. Here come the Knights back the other way. Coast to coast. Till got the block. It was a high and low defense there from the Eagles.
The Knights looking for a trip. I'm not sure if it was or not, or if she just slipped. But
this one getting a little.
I think we had Sophie Gabbert hit her head there. We may have a little bit of a break as the aforementioned Cam Deckett comes out to check her out.
Cam knew right away too, and Sophie being the tough young lady she is, she's right back up on her feet.
Yeah, I'm afraid I heard the bump. Like you said, when we don't have a ton of fans, you can hear everything. I heard the bump, and I'm afraid she hit her head, and that's just the scary thing. But she looks to be okay, maybe just a little shaken up.
It looked like to me, now of course I do need my eyes checked, but it looked like to me that she may have hit it up where the back is right there, where her ponytail is, so maybe that cushioned it just a little bit.
Maybe it cushioned it.
Could be the reason why she jumped up so quick after that hard hit that we heard. 21-13 the score. Lexington Catholic with the ball. The double team applied there. Royalty almost ripped it out of there, but the Knights.
That was a really interesting play there. Gracie, yeah, it is Truitt, and I think she's it'll be a side taken out on the side. But Gracie Royalty stole the ball, but then she put it around her back, and then Truitt was able to just steal it right back and had a drive to the bucket. It was an interesting play, nicely done by Truitt.
Truitt's so strong in there. I seen her do that the other day at against Tage Creek, and when they're trying to swap at the balls, we got a foul underneath. When they're trying to swap at the ball on Truitt, for some reason she just outpowers everybody for some reason. Of course, Royalty, a different matchup in there for you because Royalty very, very tough herself.
Yeah, and those soccer players, like we were talking about earlier, they know how to play in traffic. They know how to battle, because soccer is a very physical game, and I think it translates well into basketball. So you can tell that with what a fine basketball player and soccer player Truitt is.
Smith's the front end of the 2 free throws here. Got the second one. And so the Eagles will have it back. It's 22-13. This is the Eagles are cutting into it slowly here, but we still got a whole second half to play. Here comes Wills. Look at the speed, getting right through the whole defense and laying it up.
Very nicely done by Maren Wills, and a big confidence boost for LCA going into the half.
That speed right there from Maren Wills, she might be one of the fastest young ladies we've seen all season. She got from one side of the court to the other one, and
it was about 5 or 6 seconds.
3 seconds maybe. All right, we're here at halftime now. 22-15 the score. We'll keep the camera on just while the dance team performs, so the folks at home can watch the dance team, and then we'll take a commercial break, and we'll be back here on the LCA Sports Network here, powered by Prepsman.
At Bluegrass Orthopedics, we are constantly striving to be on the cutting edge of practice and technology. This is why we're the first in the area to acquire the Stryker Mako robot to assist our physicians in knee surgeries. The Stryker Mako robot is the pioneer of robotics in orthopedic surgery and has the industry-leading experience in orthopedic robotics. This allows our doctors to be more precise and allows you to recover faster and with less pain. Bluegrass Orthopedics and Bluegrass Specialty Surgical Center, serving athletes of all ages.
Protect your house. IPM Pest and Termite, your neighborhood pest professional.
With roots dating back to 1946, Central Bank remains a community bank dedicated to serving the people and businesses of Kentucky. We're here, as always, with customer service and support, as well as online and mobile banking services available 24 hours a day. For the latest information about your options for banking services and resources, visit us at centralbank.com. Central Bank, central to you. Member FDIC.
We are a team. We are a family. No, literally. We are a suburban family of football fans.
Pepsi, made for football. Watch it.
Take a little walk with me. I'll keep you in good company and be there for you till the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
Now, this ain't no sandwich, because on a sandwich, they ask you if you want cheese. But on a papadilla, cheese is what's holding the whole operation together. Get one now for just $6. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
At Bluegrass Orthopedics, we are constantly striving to be on the cutting edge of practice and technology. This is why we're the first in the area to acquire the Stryker Mako robot to assist our physicians in knee surgeries. The Stryker Mako robot is the pioneer of robotics in orthopedic surgery and has the industry-leading experience in orthopedic robotics. This allows our doctors to be more precise and allows you to recover faster and with less pain. Bluegrass Orthopedics and Bluegrass Specialty Surgical Center, serving athletes of all ages.
Protect your house. IPM Pest and Termite, your neighborhood pest professional.
With roots dating back to 1946, Central Bank remains a community bank dedicated to serving the people and businesses of Kentucky. We're here, as always, with customer service and support, as well as online and mobile banking services available 24 hours a day. For the latest information about your options for banking services and resources, visit us at centralbank.com. Central Bank, central to you. Member FDIC.
We are a team. We are a family. No, literally. We are a suburban family of football fans.
Pepsi, made for football. Watch it.
All right, we return back here to Lexington Christian Academy. William Warfield alongside Terry Johnson here of LCA. And Terry, the first half, you know, we got a score of 22-15. It's just a 7-point affair between these two teams.
Yeah, I think that both teams are trying to find. You mentioned that Lexington Catholic has a couple of players in Weldon and is it Treese?
Treese isn't playing tonight, but
Weldon, who's come back, and I think they're trying to figure out a way, Ariel West, to get them back into the flow. And you can kind of tell they've been a little bit disjointed. Not disjointed, that's too much, but they've been seeking that continuity on the offensive end. For the Eagles, you know, we talked about early in the broadcast trying to stay away from turnovers and limiting those, and I think they did a pretty good job on that. They had 9 turnovers, but they've been averaging well over 23 to 24 turnovers, so that's good. You know, I've got the stats here where we've got Catholic really well balanced with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players have scored already, and led by Catherine Truitt with 6. So it's been a really balanced attack for Lexington Catholic. And they shot 45% from the field, including 1 of 4 from behind the arc. And LCA led in scoring by Gracie Royalty with 5 points, and Emily Teal with 3, and a few others with 2. And they have yet to hit a 3-point basket, but that's not really their game. I have a feeling, you know, if I'm Lexington Catholic, I'm going to move the ball and I'm going to go inside out. And if you're LCA, you're still trying to pound the post and find Royalty and Teal down there and see if you can keep this game in the 30s or maybe low 40s and see if you can't come back.
This game would be a little bit closer, maybe even tied if we looked at the free throws, because I believe LCA's had a tough time at the free throw line right now.
Yeah, and that's plagued them all year long. They're 5 of 11 from behind the arc, and Lexington Catholic is 3 of 5 from not behind the arc, from the free throw line. And Lexington Catholic is 3 of 5. So yes, that has been a difference. Rebounding is tied at 15. Lexington Catholic 10 fouls to LCA's 5. Nobody with more than 2. Lexington Catholic has 4 players with 2 fouls. LCA has Royalty and Teal with 2.
All right, so here we go. You got the Knights with the basketball as they work it over to the left side. And you got Bretts, who had a touch on it. They give it over to the left wing now. Truitt calling for the ball on the right wing, but not getting it as of yet. Now Truitt with it. She'll put down one dribble, swing it over to her teammate there, Frank. They kick it back out top. 22-15 the score. 7:25 on the clock. They work it down low, and the shot did not go, but the Knights are going to step on the baseline according to the official. Knights stepped on the baseline, so here is the Eagles with the basketball. Teal going to hand it back off to Wills. Wills off and running. She's weaving her way through traffic. Knights are going to try to take the charge there, but it's going to be a blocking foul called.
Yeah, I think that's got to be an emphasis for Lexington Catholic this half. Wills got down the lane and went coast to coast there right before the end of the half and did some driving there late in the first half, and that's something that I'm sure Coach Tech was wanting to prevent here in the second half.
You can tell that Lexington Catholic just kind of threw a body out in front of her that time, so I'm sure that's the strategy here in the second half. Ball out top. Eagles working it inside. Emily Till had it there for a brief second. Knights going to pick it up. Here come the Lady Knights back the other way. They work it over to the right wing, look inside, and could not get it to fall, but Bretts will go to the line here.
Yeah, the foul's going to be on Jaden Kennedy, Jaden Kinney, her first, but really a good foul because it was a sure two, and at least for LCA it was a good foul. But Bretts has a chance to knock him down. It really was started by the fast break and Teal not being able to get back to plug that middle up.
Bretts at the line, missed her first free throw. Emily Till, we mentioned she is a dual sport athlete. Well, she's got several no-hitters in her career out there in the circle on the softball team, and just a special softball player out there for you guys.
Yeah, she's a heck of a pitcher. I think the last full season of softball we had, she threw 180 innings for us, and I think she's going to play at the next level somewhere in softball. She actually played volleyball for LCA as well this fall for the first time ever. So like I said, with Bretts and Truitt and all the girls on Lexington Catholic and at LCA, playing multiple sports is just wonderful to see.
Knights with the basketball. Truitt looking for a teammate. They got it inside Frank. She ran into Emily Till, and that's a young lady you don't want to run into right there. When Till extends those arms out there, it's kind of hard to get a shot over.
Yeah, that's a terrific play there by Farrah Weldon for the Knights. She knocked it off of Gabbert there at the last second, or it would have gone over to the Eagles. So well done by Farrah Weldon.
Royalty on the inbounds there. Here comes Lexington Catholic. They were trying to get inside the paint, but a foul going to be called.
It's on Kinney. That's her second and the team's third, I believe.
Farrah Weldon had that basketball for Lexington Catholic. Royalty will guard the baseline again. Knights will try once more. Bretts chases it down, got it inside to her teammate, could not get the shot to fall. Knights crashing the board, put it up, they crash it again. 3 rebounds in a row. That time it was swatted out of there by Till. Here come the Eagles. And the pass is out of play. It'll go back to the Knights. 23-15, Terry, 6:18 on the clock here in the third quarter.
Yeah, it's low scoring, but I don't want to say it's not being played well. I think we're just seeing some really good defense. We're seeing, yes, some turnovers, but not in an excessive amount. I think it's just a defensive battle at the moment.
Knights look like they're trying to take some of the time off the clock here, settle things down, or set up their offense.
I think they were just trying to make sure they got in the right set there.
Looking inside, Eagles with hands all over the rock out there as they knock it loose and come up with a turnover again.
The Knights going really a strict man-to-man and Truitt being able to put a lot of pressure on Wills there.
It's a good matchup right now, quickness on quickness. Jump shot, too strong. Knights had the board and a foul going to be called against.
I think that's going to be on Gracie Royalty. That'll be her third in the team's. I thought it was their third last time, but I'm looking at the scoreboard. It may not be correct, but yes, that is her third. So she'll sit down for a little bit as Claire Roberts comes in.
Royalty gives you that presence in there on the boards, and she's able to score for LCA. I believe she was leading the half with 5 points in the ball game for the LCA team. Try to get it to Till. It's wrapped up quickly. Good defense in there again by the Knights.
The arrow goes over to LCA on the jump ball. A nice job of fronting the post there for Emily Teal.
There's Emma Frank in there for Lexington Catholic, but the Eagles will have it. 23-15. Wills looking up court. They're throwing over to Claire Roberts, and she takes the three. That one missing. Knights with that rebound, and they're bringing the ball back across the timeline here.
Yeah, Claire Roberts and Sophie Gabbert are really the only 2 3-point threats for the Eagles if you're scouting them, and so they kind of have free reign to take those when they're open.
Claire's got a good shot, just not hitting just yet here today behind the arc.
Yeah, she does. She's fundamentally pretty sound. Like I said, she's just learning to play the speed of a high school varsity game.
Good pass underneath for the Lexington Catholic, up off the glass, count it.
I think that was Brett's. Yep.
Brett's with the bucket. Roberts looking up court, that one knocked loose. It'll stay with the Eagles.
Yeah, this is where we talk about a little bit of the danger zone here for LCA, and Lexington Catholic, you know, has a little more offensive punch than LCA, and LCA really needs to answer here to keep this game, keep from having turnovers, get a good offensive set and get a good look. And for Catholic, you're looking to step on the throat a little bit here.
Roberts got squared up. That time couldn't hit. Battle for the board. Knights have it. Quickly back the other way. Stolen, though, however. Wills came up with a steal. Wills got it to her teammate and couldn't get it to fall. Knights coming back the other way. We're up and down here. Did you see who took the shot there for LCA by chance? I believe
that was Gabbert. Sophie
yeah.
Gabbert.
Gabbert was the young lady that took the shot, as Terry mentioned. Just a little strong. Underneath for the Knights, they kick it out left side, 3, good.
Yep, that's a nice job. She hit, that's her second 3, I think, tonight. Hannah Carlisle there from the corner, and again, now it's a 13-point bulge there, and LCA turns the ball over here, and like I said, they're in that danger zone right now, and Lexington Catholic's in that. They've got to be feeling, okay, now's the time we extend this, get it closer to 20, and put this away, and LCA's really got to clamp up here on defense and get a stop.
I'm glad you can pick up those jerseys, because I tell you what, I am struggling tonight with the Knights jerseys, and I apologize to Lexington Catholic fans watching the Knights, but it's just hard for me to see for some reason. 28-15 our score. Ball knocked loose. Knights will chase it down. Out top. And they work it inside. Another bucket. That time Mayo got it.
Yeah, it was a nice job of splitting the defenders and making them choose, making Emily Teal choose who she was going to guard, and then going the opposite way.
Knights have got it out to a 15-point lead now.
Yeah, they've opened up the third quarter here with an 8-0 run. So LCA yet to score here in the third quarter. And that's not a prescription for good things.
Eagles will have it here right at midcourt. Wills, a little bounce pass to Roberts. Now they look inside, turn around. Teal.
It's a good double team by the Knights. When Teal turned, she had 2 people right in her face, and Lexington Catholic has the size underneath to cause her some problems. So I think Emily's going to, as she goes to the bench, as Royalty returns, she has to learn to read that and then hit the open man for the little baseline jumper.
Lexington Catholic up right now 30-15. They're going inside, and now they're up by 17 as that shot is good off the glass.
Yeah, 10-0 run for the Knights right now to open this quarter.
And the Eagles on the other end able to answer.
Nice answer there as Will split the defenders on the press and kind of dribbled through it, was able to, I think it was even back-tipped actually, and the Eagles got a little bit fortunate. They got back-tipped right to Gracie Royalty for the and one opportunity.
Royalty right there in the right place at the right time. And she's going to the line for the opportunity for the and one here. Got it.
Royalty is probably is the best free throw shooter for LCA.
Senior this year. That one almost taken away. Knights able to recover, and Truitt lays it up strong. Royalty rips down the rebound, gets it to Wills, and Wills ran into a little bit of a roadblock there, but able to dribble through it. Kicks it over to her teammate. And off the glass, no good. That was Krager, I believe, who took that shot.
No, that was Jaden Kinney.
Kinney, okay.
Kinney, yep.
Kinney 0-0, Krager 10.
Yeah, the ponytail there for Jaden kind of gets that one of those numbers, but
32-18. I'm not making an excuse. I'm just saying my eyes are bad.
It's easy. It's easier for me, especially with LCA, because I see the girls in the hallways and I know the team well.
Knights left side. That shot, no good. Over the back, going to be called as Roberts.
Nice job.
Blocking out very well.
Yeah, nice job by Claire Roberts. Boxing out the bigger and stronger, I think it was Mayo for Lexington Catholic they got for going over the back. But nice job. You don't get that call if you're not boxing out.
Mayo with, I believe that was her second personal in the game. 32-18. Ball on the floor, and one official's just holding up his hand over there, the other one pointing the other way. So
I think it's jump ball. Possession arrow is with the Knights.
Okay. So the Knights will have it with 1 minute on the clock left to go in this third quarter of play. Socially distant crowd here tonight at Lexington Christian Academy. And you guys do a great job with this whole social distancing plan.
Well, thank you. It's been difficult, but you know what? Sharon Wills and Kirby Willoughby and Ted Hall, my staff, have been just amazing. I've got a wonderful group of people to work with, and we're trying to adhere to everything, but make sure we let these kids finish a season.
Roberts kicks it back out to Wills. Wills gets past her defender, swings it over to the right side, 3 on the way, in and out of there. And the Eagles just can't hit a 3 tonight. They've been close on it a few times.
Yeah, that would have been a big one to fall for the Eagles, but Gabbert has come up empty tonight, as have the Eagles from behind the arc. And
Knights will take the 3. That one's short. Royalty with it. 14 seconds on the clock. Wills swings it over. Now inside. Good pass in there. Closed off quickly. Rebound Eagles, and we're going to have a foul underneath there.
I think they called a jump ball, actually.
Another jump ball.
Yeah, another jump ball. This one stays with the Eagles with 4.5 seconds left. So
4.7. Knights will send in a sub, and the Eagles will inbound underneath their own basket. Got to hurry. Royalty got a shot off, but ball goes back out of play with 0.9. Eagles will have to catch and shoot here if they're going to get anything off. Let's see. They do get it off. Gabbert for 3. Tried to bank it in. Couldn't get it to fall. And we'll go to the fourth and final quarter here at LCA. It's 32-18 our score. You're watching the game live here on
Take a little walk with me. I'll keep you in good company and be there for you till the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
thank White Grimm Maggard Orthodontics for all they do for the LCA Sports Network and for Lexington Catholic. And you know, now's a great time to get braces, Terry. You know, with everybody wearing those face masks, it's a great time to do
well,
that.
And I've actually talked to Dr. White over at White Grimm Maggard about doing Invisalign as a nice bucket there by who was that? Ariel West.
Ariel West on the board.
But I've talked about Invisalign over there for myself.
Oh yeah.
And it's a great procedure. My wife's got them right now, and it's a great solution.
Yes, it is. 34-18 our score. It's quick and easy too. It's, you know, you don't even have to get the mold in your mouth anymore. They do it all digitally, and so that if you got the fear of having to get your gums casted, so to speak, you don't have to do that anymore. It's all done digitally.
Well, that's what got me. I was really excited when when I asked my dentist, and he said, "Hey, you need to check out Invisalign." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Well, go talk to, you know, an orthodontist about it." So I called Dr. White, and I was talking to him, and he was explaining the process to him, and I said, "Hey," so check it out. As we get a foul on Lexington Catholic, and it looks like it's going to be on number 25, Kennedy, and Gracie Royalty will go to the line. Kennedy, as we talk about my teeth.
No, that's good. It's good to talk about teeth, right?
It is for Dr. White and the folks over at White Grimm Maggard. They're wonderful people.
Yes, they are.
And they invest a lot back into the community, not just at LCA, but Lexington Catholic, all the 43rd and 42nd district schools, you know, all over the region. They just invest back into kids.
They've certainly helped us a lot here on Prep Spin over the years as well, and we appreciate all that, all they did for us. 34-20 our score. We're in the fourth quarter of play, 7:16 on the clock. The Knights leading the Eagles here in this 43rd district matchup. What do we got coming up next for LCA? And
LCA, we go this week at Henry Clay in the middle of the week, Tuesday or Wednesday, I can't remember. But and then LCA hosts Dunbar next Saturday here. That's the next two games. And for Lexington Catholic, you mentioned doing the next couple of games. They play Cal at home, Christian Academy of Louisville, tomorrow.
Yes.
And then they will they have Madison Central on, looks like Tuesday, away. Then they go to Lafayette, and then next Saturday they also are at Tate's Creek. So they've got a couple of district games. A busy week for Catholic as we get dueling traveling calls there.
Yep.
So it'll go back over to the Knights.
Yeah, both teams trying to get in as many games as they can. And, you know, honestly, I think right now, from a coach's standpoint, you try to play as many games as you can, even though it's hard on, you know, the athletic directors trying to juggle those schedules. But you got to play every game like it's your last, you know?
You do, and you have to treasure it. You know, we had the fall season to learn from. Is a nice shot put up there by West, but just doesn't go, but then commits the foul.
Royalty got that big rebound underneath for the Eagles.
I think that puts LCA in the bonus.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, in the fall we learned a lot, and I told Coach Charles and I used to talk about it all the time because our football schedule, we ended up playing only half the team games we played were originally on the schedule, so we had to be very flexible. We had soccer changes, volleyball changes, everything as that one rims out. And I think that's just what you have to do. It's just the way it is, and every coach and every player has to be prepared and just treasure, you know, each game when you get it in.
That's right. That's right. I've been able to do a couple post-game interviews this season, and that's kind of the theme with everybody is, you know, we're playing this game like it's our last, you know. So that three on the way, no good, little strong there. Royalty rips down the rebound again. And, you know, when she rips down that rebound, she just kind of, it looks like she's almost trying to crush the basketball, Terry.
She's as we get a traveling call there on Kenny, she's a very powerful young lady. She's very strong with the ball underneath, and it makes her very effective. Now, Lexington Catholic and she's got 10 points here tonight, but Lexington Catholic also has the size to bother a player like that too. So a challenge here tonight against the Knights.
She may have a double-double tonight depending on how many rebounds she has, but she may be close if not. Truitt was called for the travel. She knew where she was going, but shuffled the feet before she got there.
Yeah, and I think you see that a lot. You got to also understand all these teams, boys and girls, they haven't had a full off season where they've been able to work out and condition and get into shape that they want to be in. So they're going to make some tiresome errors as Gabbert misses that 3, and I think we're going to get a foul on Catholic.
This would be a BGO thing, but some of the you mentioned the dual sport athletes. A lot of them are conditioned for other sports, and you move different ways in different sports. So obviously in soccer you're working a lot with your feet.
Yeah, and what I'm noticing here in basketball in the early going for everybody I've seen is that as the LCA misses yet another front end of a 1-on-1, which is just killer when you're trying to climb back in the game. But they get tired a little more easily until their cardio is built up. And that really hurts when you don't go real deep. As we get a timeout here from Lexington Catholic.
Timeout Knights. Just throw this out there too. The Lexington Catholic, they've got a really great assistant coaching staff over here, as does the Eagles. But Natalie Novosel, for example, she was a former Notre Dame star, and she played in the WNBA as well, and of course played overseas. I believe she played down in Australia for a little while, and just a great coach to have.
Lexington Catholics had a real good has a real good staff. We feel really good about what we've got with Coach Lee and Coach Bradshaw, her top assistant. They both played together, or played not together, but played at the same time at Asbury. They were contemporaries playing basketball there. And their faith walk and their basketball knowledge has been great. And I know getting to know Lee a little bit at Lexington Catholic and some of the assistants that have been there they've had a lot of consistency and just a really class group of people. And Lexington Catholic's really lucky to have such a good staff.
I know in other sports as well, you guys have some former pro athletes that help out your coaches year in and year out. I'm not going to name any names because I'm not sure if those guys are still with the program, but over the years you've had some big time guys.
We've got several in the system. Heck, our tennis coach is Kyle Macy. So
exactly.
Professional athlete, just not in tennis. But he was an all-state tennis player in high school, and a lot of people don't know that he probably could have gone and played very high-level collegiate tennis when he came out, but I think everybody's glad he chose basketball, including him.
Yeah. And of course, your golf program over here is solid, second to none.
Yeah, we've got some. We're really proud of our programs. Our coaches, I just couldn't be more pleased with who we have, not only on the court and on the fields of play, but what we're trying to do here with our mission of investing spiritually into our student athletes as we get a little bit of a push on Wills, it looks like. Truitt.
I think Truitt just slipped when she had it. She was trying to punch it back to one of her teammates and just kind of slipped down there.
Yeah, I think she got a little help there from Marin, but nothing flagrant or anything. But
34-20 our score. Knights getting it in. Nail had a touch on it, gives it right back over to her teammate, and here we go, Carlisle with it out top.
I think LCA is really happy with their defense tonight. I think Coach Lee, it's just finding that rhythm offensively, and credit Lexington Catholic also on their defensive end. But I think knowing that the Knights have 2 new players that are coming off of injuries that are main players, they're probably having to learn how to integrate them back into the offensive system without having much of an offseason with them.
Turnaround left short. For Lexington Catholic, this was a huge game with them already having a district win over Tage Creek. Win tonight against LCA would actually put them right there with Dunbar, and they're kind of in the driver's seat right now, given the district the way that it's set up this year.
Definitely, and I know the Knights, they're very sound, and you look up and down their roster and at the scoreboard tonight, really balanced scoring. There's not one that's just, one person that's just standout. They move the ball really well, and that's going to serve them well as they go through this gauntlet that always is the 43rd district. Nice block there by Teal again.
Yeah, True got her own miss, or Carlisle, got her own miss, and was blocked in there by Teal. Teal's got a few blocks tonight. Inside, and another foul going to be called. We go back to Claire Roberts again. You can't say enough about her. Just an 8th grader in there playing against girls that are a lot older than she is, and just doing outstanding things tonight.
For junior hires, it's when they play varsity, it's or JV, and they're playing against juniors and seniors, and that they the toughest thing is to keep their confidence up because they're used to playing AAU or playing against kids their age and their same development body-wise and all that, and it's just hard, and the speed is different, and that's the biggest adjustment for a junior high kid. But Claire's doing a wonderful job and has a bright future.
Kenny came back into the ball game as that second free throw hit, and so Kenny came in for Roberts. Roberts taking a breather. 35-20 the score. Kenny with it, gave it over to Royalty. Royalty going to kick it back out top. Wills had a touch. Now 3 on the way. That one banked. Just could not hit it again.
I want to give a shout out to Emma Frank for the night. She has done a wonderful job on the defensive glass, boxing out Emily Teal and Gracie Royalty, whomever she's got assignment on. We'll get a timeout, Catholic.
Timeout here. Terry, is there any sponsors that we should thank?
Well, I also want to thank IPM Pest and Termite. They have been a great supporter here, and Matt Schaefer and the family over there with IPM, Bluegrass Orthopedics, obviously, Advantage Linen and Lusk Funeral Home and Central Bank. The list goes on. Benchmark Mortgage is a huge sponsor of our school and our athletics programs, and so we really ask that people, when we play spots and ads and things at the video board or music or excuse me, the commercials that we run, we just really want people to understand that those people don't have to do that, and they're investing in our kids, and we hope you patronize them when you have needs in their businesses.
Absolutely.
And I know Mingy Beef Jerky is also a big sponsor of Prep Spin, and also all the partnership elements that we have with Prep Spin. Mingy Beef Jerky is part of making that happen, so we appreciate them as well.
It's the official game day snack of Prep Spin, Terry, and it sure is good. Up off the glass, how about that one? Mayo, she put that up to the very tip top of the glass there, and it fell down for her.
Really good ball movement made that shot possible by the Knights.
3:24 on the clock, ball on the floor, and these two teams still in there just battling.
Yeah, it's LCA, who's only been able to muster here 5 points in the second half. Really haven't been able to find the rhythm. I'd say they're somewhere in the neighborhood of 0 for 10 from behind the arc. They were 0 for 6 in the first half, and that's really, nowadays in basketball, you really need that spark for the three-point shot.
Oh, we got a hard fall underneath as Mayo ripped the ball out, and getting back up on her feet there for the Eagles is Kenny. Jaden took a hard fall.
They're calling the foul on Mayo. That's a tough call. That looked like two kids that are we're just going after the ball. I didn't see one have an advantage over the other. It just was an unfortunate separation, but they did get the foul on Mayo.
Free throw is up, and it is good.
But glad to see Jaden doing okay. It looked like her elbows may have hit the floor there first, and that's also painful.
Able to break her fall. That free throw no good, but Mayo, when she's trying to rip the ball from you and she's above you, that's got to hurt.
Yeah, and like I said, I think that was a 50-50 ball. It didn't really appear to me that it was worthy of a foul on Mayo, but nevertheless, you gotta move on with the calls as they are. And we're up high. We're not down there low on the floor.
That's true. And I got bad eyes.
And well, yes. Like I said, Dr. Gary Wirtz here at LCA, I'm sure he'll take care of you if you want to look him up.
He's getting a lot of live mention tonight.
Yeah, he is.
I have to tell him about that. 37-21, and we got a timeout called. Coach Talbot in there for Lexington Catholic, trying to direct his team a little bit, and then Coach Haley Lee and her staff. Tim, what's Tim's last name?
Bradshaw.
Tim Bradshaw.
Yep.
He's a former Asbury star, and he also played for East Jessamine. I used to call some of his games back in the day.
He's a wonderful guy. He's been a great addition. The girls love him. He also coached our junior high program where we've got a lot of young, talented kids that we're trying to develop. And then Coach Gabbert there, Vince Gabbert. He's Ella and Sophia's Gabbert's father. And he has been a wonderful addition. He's that kind of calming presence, and and we're really blessed to have him as part of the staff as well.
Tim ranks in the top 10 of all-time leading scorers over there at East Jessamine, I do believe.
That I did not know. I'll have to talk to him about that.
He's in the top 10 over there. Played on some great teams. 37-21 our score right now. 2:53 on the clock.
You know, this was a 7-point game at half, and then it was 14 at the end of the third quarter. And it's just kind of stayed there in this fourth quarter. Nobody's been able to get anything going offensively or any kind of real momentum this quarter so far.
Knights with it out top. They're just spreading it out a little bit right now. The ball off the official, but Lexington Catholic picking it back up. We're going to have a reach-in foul called against the Eagles.
Well, hand check there by Marin Wills, I think puts Catholic into the bonus. No, just their sixth, sorry.
The next one.
The Knights will be in the bonus.
Catholic will inbound right here in front of the scorers table.
LCA in a man-to-man. Played zone most of the night, but have to force the action down by 16 here late.
Ball out top here for the Knights. That one punched loose. Here come the Eagles back the other way. Laying good.
Jaden Kenny with a nice read on that steal and bucket.
She did telegraph that pass for sure. 37-20. Kind of looked like the football Eagles right there with an interception and a pick six.
Yeah, it looked like a little Maddie LeBrick action there, or a Mason Moore.
Well, Doug Charles did an outstanding job this past season with that team, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it just a wonderful football season, wonderful man, and wonderful team. Just fell a little bit short there against Beechwood, but hopefully we'll get another crack at it.
Eagles with the basketball. Yeah, you got a big boys game coming up Friday night against Beechwood, as a matter of fact. Do you think there'll be a little
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of Jeffrey Selby might have something to an axe to grind, but not an axe to grind. Beechwood, fine program, and you know, just happened to beat us. But yeah, Jeffrey Selby, who's gotten off to a really good start for us in basketball, is a linebacker and running back for us in the football. He might like to, when he sees that name across the chest, he might have a little extra something.
Let me ask you this. You've seen the quarterback there for Beechwood play, and he's certainly in the running for Mr. Football from the Associated Press. What's your thoughts on that?
He certainly impressed me in the state championship game. It's the first time I'd had a chance to watch him, and I knew he was kind of special. Our coaches, when they were scouting Beechwood, knew it. And so, you know, I haven't seen everybody certainly, but he's certainly probably the best we've seen this year. But we saw a lot of talented players, so that's.
Yeah.
I hadn't really thought that through, so I don't want to disrespect anybody, but we played a lot of good teams this year and a lot of good players.
Well, a lot of the people on that list, you know, is against teams you played. So.
Yeah, we played a real tough schedule, and unbelievably, I think next year's schedule is going to be harder.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Also want to give a shout out. Our boys team is in the All-A Region Championship against Sayre tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
That's over in Berea?
Over in Berea, and it'll be streamed on Berea Independent Schools YouTube channel. So just search Berea Independent Schools on YouTube, and you'll get that game at 4 o'clock as the Eagles take on Sayre.
Be a big game right there. Eagles trying to get back over to Richmond at McBrayer Arena.
Yeah, got knocked out last year by Frankfurt. We were able to avenge that defeat earlier this week, and as that one rolls in for Welford and Weldon, I'm sorry. Fair Weldon. My apologies.
39 seconds on the clock, and that's exactly how many points the Knights have in this one. 39-23. Weldon going to set down, and that'll do it for her today. She's getting high fives from her teammates, and she came here and played a great game today.
Yeah, and she got and just got used to being back on the court. When you're out with an injury, that's what you're really looking for, is to just get your sea legs back under you, get your basketball legs. You can run all day long, but it's not the same as when you get in there and you're cutting and darting and giving bursts of energy. So you just can't simulate game action that way.
And inside is a lot different than running outside too. It's you know, breathe a different way, you know.
Yep.
Wills and get it over here to Roberts, but right on the line there. We'll go back to the Knights with 17 seconds. They'll probably just dribble this one out, I would imagine.
And it's hard to say with the Knights. I'm sure they're probably going to go back and go, our offense didn't look in sync tonight, but they come away with a district win, and that's always important. For LCA, a little bit of a mixed bag. I think, they're trying to measure where they are, and, hopefully, COVID willing, we'll be able to get back, and these two teams will get to play again over at Lexington Catholic soon.
Yes, sir. Well, Knights go on to victory here tonight, 39-23. The Knights improved to 2-0 in the district, and they've got some big games coming up here soon, and I believe they're going to be playing against Dunbar next.
Yeah, I believe actually tomorrow, let me check their schedule real quick, and they are going to play tomorrow against Cal. And then they have Lafayette on Thursday and Tates Creek on Saturday. So Lexington Catholic, Cal's not a bad team, and then they go into, continue in district with Lafayette and Tates Creek. So got a week and a half or so before they take on Dunbar. Looks like we've got some final stats here for the game.
You want to thank the stat guys over there for providing the stats here.
Yeah, WL Stats, a wonderful group that does some stats for us. And we look at the stat sheet just quickly, just glancing at it. Lexington Catholic shot 45% in the first half. They shot 26%, 6 of 23 in the second half. So only 35% for the game, and so that's telling stat for them. They were 2 for 7 from behind the arc and 7 of 11 from the free throw line. And they were led in scoring by, 9 points from Truett was the leading scorer. They had nobody in double figures. They had 8 points from Carlisle, 7 from Brett's. And they did have 10 rebounds from Brett's as well. So 7 points, 10 rebounds. If we gave a player of the game, I'd probably give it to Brett. She has a really good stat sheet here, as does Truett. But for LCA, they were led in scoring by Gracie Royalty. She did have a double-double, 10 points, awesome. 10 rebounds. And LCA shot 19% from the field, and that's obviously not going to get it done. So they shot 26% in the first half, 11 in the second half, but also they only got up 18 shots in the second half. That's probably something to look at. They ended up 0 for 12 from behind the arc, as we talked about during the telecast, and 9 of 20 from the free throw line. And again, when you look at those numbers and you're not making the twos in close proximity, you're missing your threes, you're not shooting your free throws, you're going to end up with 23 points. And I know that's something that's got to be frustrating for the staff and the kids. But you know what? It's a district game. It was close. It was tight. It wasn't out of hand. It was something that they fought real well. And so from an LCA perspective, there's a mixed bag. Probably more negative than positive, but it is a mixed bag. From a Lexington Catholic perspective, you mentioned they're right there at the top of the district right now. Getting off the 2-0 start in this district is important any year.
Yep, they're doing good right now so far this season with being 2-0 in the district. Lafayette coming up and Dunbar. That's really going to be the tell of the tape for Lexington Catholic, I think, and we'll see what they've got. Because Dunbar, as everybody knows, is probably the best team in the district, I think, with
that seems to be the consensus for most people you talk to this year, that Dunbar's got a really strong squad. You never count Lafayette out. But the 43rd is just tough. It's just tough in any sport. I don't care what sport you're talking about. It's just tough any night you play in the 43rd district.
That is true. Well, Terry, I really do appreciate the opportunity here tonight. Again, want to thank White Grand Maggard, Bluegrass Orthopedics, Mingy Beef Jerky, and IPC, and just all the great partners that support our endeavor here on the network and support both schools.
And I appreciate you coming out tonight, and it was a joy to do it with you. And, look forward to the next time.
That's right, man. All right, so for Terry Johnson, the athletic director here at Lexington Christian Academy, this is William Warfield.